Happy morning, students. In today's video class, I'll be dealing with the paper American Literature and the course code is 22MEN2C2. From Unit 3, I'll be dealing with the glass menagerie in today's class. But before going into the class, let me introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Kanya, Assistant Professor of English from Madurai Sivagasi 22MEN2C2 Women's College. These are the contents of today's class. You must know something about the author, about the play, and I have given a separate slide for memory play. Glass Menagerie is a memory play, so I felt that I must tell you something about a memory play. The major characters who are going to travel with us will be explained. Then we have 7 scenes in the Glass Menagerie. So all these scenes will be explained briefly in today's class. Apart from these things, we are dealing with themes and symbols as well. Without much delay, let me give you a brief introduction about Tennessee Williams. Tennessee Williams was an American dramatist who lived between the years 1911 to 1983. His real name was Thomas Lanier Williams, who was born in Columbus. When he was in his school days itself, he started developing an interest in writing plays. And almost many of his plays deal with human frustration, in which sex and violence will be seen predominantly. And apart from these things, I must tell you that Tennessee Williams worked in a shoe factory during the Great Depression of America. Then, he did not become successful until the publication of the Glass Menagerie. Before the publication of the Glass Menagerie, he did a number of jobs, from being a theatre user to a Hollywood script writer. He just switched over his career after the publication of the Glass Menagerie. In the year 1944, he became one of the successful playwrights in America. Most renowned playwrights we can call. His other major works include Cat on a Hottentot Roof, The Night of the Iguana, A Streetcar Named Desire, which won him a Pulitzer Prize. A Pulitzer Prize is a prestigious award which is given in America for persons who excel in literature and journalism, etc. Apart from writing plays, he has also tried his hands in novels, short stories, autobiography, memoirs. All these things have also been written by Tennessee Williams. Then I must give you some information about the play The Glass Menagerie. The Glass Menagerie is a memory play which was first staged in the year 1944, and the author has included many real characters from his life in this play. The author himself and his mother and his sister find a place in this play. Then apart from these things, I have, that's all about the Glass Menagerie, I think. Then I must give you some information about a memory play. In short, I can explain you, or I can define you what's a memory play. One of the characters from the play will narrate the experiences through a flashback. It's only a flashback. A memory play is nothing but a flashback. A character will come onto the stage and he or she will narrate everything that had happened in his life through a flashback. The memory play consists of 3 structures. A character who has experienced something will appear in front of the audience and he will just try to relive all his past experiences once again in his life in a loop mode. We call it a loop mode, na? Like that. He will just relive his past experiences. Then usually in a play there won't be a narrator, but here we have Tom Wingfield as the narrator of the play. Tom Wingfield will also work in a shoe factory similar to our Tennessee Williams. So I have told you now, some character will resemble this author who is none other than Tom Wingfield. Then apart from this, I would like to tell you some more information about Tom Wingfield. Tom will be the narrator. When he is narrating about the past, he will appear in a simple clothing, and when he is talking in the present, he will appear with a seaman's coat and a hat. So that is the only differentiation we can find in present and past Tom. So that's all about the play. The next major characters of the play. Amanda Wingfield is the mother of Tom and Lara. She is a very sensitive lady, a single parent. Like her husband would have abandoned her. He was a man of travel. He wanted to travel and explore a lot, and so he has abandoned the entire family. You can understand what is the rest of the things. Then Lara Wingfield, who is the elder sister of, who is the elder daughter of Amanda. She is slightly crippled and hardly noticeable. She is extremely sensitive. She will never mingle with other girls of her age. She will never come up in her life. She will never take efforts to study, to do something interesting. All she has was a glass collection. Oh, this thing I have forgotten to tell you. The play was named after the glass figurines which has been liked and treasured by Lara Wingfield, the glass menagerie. And out of those animals, unicorn is her favorite animal. Then we have Tom Wingfield, who works in a shoe factory. Already I have told you. He wanted to be an adventurous man. He always dreams of becoming a sailor. He can also be called as a Shakespeare, because one of the other character will call Tom as a Shakespeare, because he used to write short poems on shoe, and wherever he can find a place, he'll scribble short poems. And the last and final character of this play is Jim O'Connor, who is a high school hero and a gentleman caller. As far as a high school hero is concerned, you can imagine the characters from a Tamil movie or an English movie, whatever it may be. He will be the person of who will be of the center of attraction. He will be the best in everything. He will be a best player, a best dancer, good in his studies. Every best qualities will be possessed by this hero, the protagonist. Similarly, our Jim O'Connor also was a high school hero, but he has lost all his reputation, all his recognition, and he also has been working in the shoe factory along with Tom. Though in a much higher position than Tom, he too works in a shoe factory. That's all about the major characters. Only these 4 characters will be appearing in the play. Let's go into the play. Scene 1. When the scene opens, we can see Tom, Lara and Amanda. Amanda has a habit of waking up her children. I couldn't say children. Waking up her children. Amanda has a habit of waking up her children with these words. Rise and shine, rise and shine. Every morning she will repeat these words. But Tom will be irritated by this. Then there will be a photograph of a man who is none other than Tom's father, who has abandoned the family. And Amanda, Tom and Lara will be seated in the dinner table. They'll be having their dinner. At that time, Amanda will be giving instructions to Tom how to bite and chew the food. She will also talk about mastication of the cows, which will irritate Tom and he will just move out of the place. He don't want to listen to all these nonsense talks during dinner. Apart from these things, Amanda has one more habit of always reminiscing her past. What she will do means, this is quite interesting. On a Sunday morning, she would have received 17 gentlemen callers at a stretch. While she was in Blue Mountains in her teens, it had happened. So she always took joy in explaining these things to her children, which is disliked by Tom particularly. But Lara will try to pacify him, saying that if that gives her happiness, let her do it, Tom. Like that, Lara will just pacify Tom. Only these things will be happening. Now you can understand what is going on in the family. So Amanda is a lady who talks nonsense during dinner time, and she will be always talking or living in her past, whereas we don't know much about Lara in this scene. And about Tom also, we will be learning about Tom in the following scenes. We'll move on to the second scene. Lara is seen sitting on a table with her glass figurines. I told you, she has a special liking to that, to those glass collections. She'll be always playing that in the absence of Amanda. So it means that Amanda was absent, and so she was playing with those glass figurines. She has been just dusting all those things. But while she hears the noise of the footsteps, she can understand that Amanda is climbing up the stairs. In a hurry, she just replaces all her glass collections and pretends to study the typewriting board. As soon as Amanda enters the room, she will just throw away all her belongings, like the gloves, the hat, everything. Lara will be shocked. She will also be afraid and frightened to see Amanda in such a state. She would have understood by now that something had gone wrong with Amanda. In a hesitated tone, Lara will ask Amanda these things. Mother, what had happened? Amanda will reply that deception, deception. Lara will be terrified. Amanda has found out something. So what would have happened means, on her way to the meeting, Amanda would have dropped in the school where Rubicom's school, I remember the name, Rubicom's business school, where Lara has been enrolled to study typewriting. But what would have happened means, the principal would have informed Amanda that there was no such girl by the name Lara has been studying in their institution. So Amanda will once again ask them to verify that Lara has been enrolled and she has been attending the school till yesterday. Because what will happen means, Lara will walk away from the home every morning saying that she is going to attend the Rubicom's Business College. But what she will do means, she'll go to parks and museums, and she'll simply while away her time. Why she has been doing all these things means, day one, when she has joined in the typewriting class, she would have felt nervous, like butterflies in the stomach. So she had to be carried to the washroom by her classmates. This terrified her. She was worried that this will happen, this will continue throughout the course. She dropped out without informing Amanda. So Amanda has found out the fact that Lara has been deceiving her for the whole some 5 or 6 weeks. So what she can do? So what Amanda will ask is, you must get married. Don't you ever liked a boy? She will question Lara. For that, Lara will say that she had fallen in love. It's not a kind of love. She had a liking towards a boy named Jim O'Connor, who used to call Lara by the name Blue Roses. These are the symbols which would have been used by Tennessee Williams. A rose can never be blue, but he would have used the term blue roses to say that something that is very rare, because Lara is rarest of the rarest. I'm not sure whether I'm correct with the phrase. Rarer of the rarest, we can say. The next, Amanda will say that you must be given in marriage because nobody will be good enough to take care of you after my death. Like that, Amanda will be talking. But Lara will be very particular that I'm crippled. Who will marry me? Like that she'll ask. I don't remember whether I have told you about Lara. Lara has a slight defect or deformity in one of her legs, which is hardly noticeable, but she considers herself as a crippled girl, and Amanda dislikes that. She doesn't like Lara to be called as a crippled girl, so she warns Lara not to utter that word again, and she has made up her mind to talk to Tom about Lara's marriage. Then in scene 3, we'll be seeing the rival, or this is not a rival, controversial, heated argument between Tom and Amanda. This lady, Amanda, what she would have done means, Tom will be having a book which was written by D.H. Lawrence. Amanda hates D.H. Lawrence, so she will confiscate the books from Tom's room in his absence, and she'll return the book in the library, which Tom will find out, and he will be just banging at his mother like anything. At that time, Amanda will question Tom that, where have you been going every night? She'll be questioning him. And for that, Tom will say that, I'm going to movies. She'll ask, will a man go to movies every night? For that, Tom will say that, I want to be adventurous since I couldn't find adventure in my life. I'm seeing others and trying to pacify me. Like that he'll say. But the argument will go on and on when Amanda keeps on questioning him about his suspicious absence at all nights. And the argument will never end. By the end of the argument, Tom will accuse and shout at his mother with these words, you are an ugly, babbling witch. That's it. Amanda will be shell-shocked. She'll be very much worried that she will never ever talk to Tom. Like that, she'll make up her mind. That's the end of scene 3, and we'll move on to scene 4. In scene 4, we can see Tom returning home by early morning 4 o'clock. So see here, he has to go to his job by 6 in the morning, and he will be returning home only by 4 a.m. in the morning. He'll be fumbling and stumbling through the lane, and he will reach his house. He'll be looking for the keys in his pocket. At that time, Lara will open the door for him. When Lara questions him where he has been, he will be giving a lengthy answer like he has been to the movies, he has been to the magic shows, blah blah blah, what the magic man did, everything he'll be telling to Lara. But Lara will tell Tom to apologize for his behavior, apologize for using wrong words, abusive words to his mother, to which Tom will say no, and he'll go to his bed, and he'll when he wakes up after 1.5 hours, like by 6 a.m., he will be able to listen to the words of Amanda saying like this, Lara, ask your brother to rise and shine. Lara, ask your brother, tell your brother that his coffee is getting cold. All these instructions she'll be giving Tom, but she'll not be talking to Tom directly. Through the mediator Lara, she'll be talking to Tom. So this is what happens in every family. When the father and the mother involves in a fight, they won't talk to each other. They will be talking through a mediator. Similar thing will happen here also. But after that, Amanda will send away Lara under the pretext of buying some bread and butter. During that time, she would like to discuss with Tom about Lara's marriage. But Tom, before she begins a conversation, Tom will apologize to her, but the beginning of the conversation will be somewhat good, because he'll be very much hesitant to talk initially, and he'll do clearing the throat, all these things he'll be doing. And they both will talk. Amanda will express her wish that Lara must be given in marriage soon, and about her dropping out of the Rubicam's business college. And she will also add that some gentlemen callers from his shoe factory might be brought home. Then Tom will also say, okay, he'll bid bye, he'll run away from the home to his job. That's all about scene 4, scene 5. In scene 5, this is not that much important scene, but in this scene, Tom will be telling his mother after dinner, at night only. After dinner, Tom will be explaining Amanda about a boy who has been invited by Tom to dinner the next day. Amanda will be asking Tom, why you didn't give me time? Why do you ask him to come tomorrow? Apart from these things, she'll also ask about the name of the man. His name is Jim O'Connor, and what he is doing in the warehouse. He is also working in the warehouse. What is his salary? What are the rest of the things he is doing to improve himself? All these things will be asked by Amanda. And after she listens to Tom, she will also invite Lara, and these three people will stand on the fire escape landing. They'll be standing, and Amanda will ask Lara to look at the moon and make a wish. We'll say na Mundram Pirai, na we'll see na the similar thing. Amanda will ask Lara and Tom to look at the crescent moon and make a wish. She believes that the wish will be fulfilled. Like that, this scene will end, and I'm not sure whether in this scene or in the next scene, Amanda will make a fuss about receiving the gentleman caller. She'll just put up a list of what are the things has to be done, what are the things that has to be changed, furnished, all these things. She'll just put a list, and she'll make a fuss. That's it. And we'll move on to the next scene, scene 6. In scene 6, we can see Tom and Jim O'Connor coming to Tom's house. At that time, while discussing with Lara, the mother, Amanda, will say that a boy by the name Jim O'Connor is coming, dropping in that night. So Lara will be just stupefied on hearing the name Jim O'Connor, because he was exactly the same man who she had an infatuation during her school days. So she will say that, no, you will excuse me from the dinner table. I'll not be coming to dinner. All sorts of excuses Lara will be giving. Lame excuses she'll be giving. But Amanda will be very much stern that only Lara has to answer the door when Tom and Jim O'Connor enters. So obviously there is no other way, no other escape. So Lara goes and opens the door when these two people makes their appearance. Lara will, as soon as she welcomes him, she'll just enter into her room. She'll retire into her room. Tom, at this juncture, will come to know the real nature of Tom. What he would have done means, he would have paid an installment to become a sailor in a seaman's company instead of paying the electricity bill. So Amanda would have given him money to pay off the electricity bill, but that amount he would have paid for the seaman's company. He wanted to abandon Amanda and Lara and move away, and so he wanted to become a sailor. He wanted to become adventurous. That's those things we come to know in this scene. Apart from this, we also see there will be a power cut due to the non-payment of electricity bill, and Jim, Amanda, and this fellow Tom, they'll be only these three people will be having their dinner, because while walking to her room, she'll stumble and get hurt in one of her legs. So she will just retire into her room. She'll stay there itself. She was excused from the dinner table. After completing their dinner, Jim will go to Lara's room having a candle in his hands. So that's all about scene 5, and in scene 6, that's all about scene 6. And in scene 7, the last scene and the very important scene in this play, we can see Lara will be sitting on the sofa, and Amanda would have given a candle to Jim, and he will enter the room. They'll be having a conversation. Initially, Lara will be very much hesitant to open and talk, but gradually, after breaking the ice, she'll begin to talk to Jim, and she'll show him the school album, the school magazine in which Jim will be there, every other memories which she has about Jim will also be shared. Jim would be really excited to learn that Lara is one of her schoolmates, and he also learns that she is quite reserved. He will motivate her to come out and break out the comfort zone. In an attempt to do so, what he'll do means he will kiss her. That's a only mistake. That's a one and only mistake Jim has committed. So after kissing Lara, he will realize that he has done a mistake. He has done a blunder. But before that, before kissing Lara, he will motivate her to dance. Lara has never done such a thing in her life because she is slightly crippled. So with the braces in her legs, she doesn't want to do that. But he will just motivate her, and he will also dance along with her in a waltz. While they were dancing in a waltz, the glass figurines which has been kept on a stool will fall out, and Lara's favorite unicorn will lose its horn. So this is also a symbol which has been used by Tennessee Williams. The unicorn has lost its horn. Similarly, Lara has also lost her coyness and has become a normal girl. So this is a symbol which was beautiful symbol which was used by Tennessee Williams. Then when he realizes that he has made a mistake, what he'll do? He'll just apologize to Lara and walk out. When Amanda learns that he has been already engaged to another girl, her anger will turn towards Tom. She'll bang at Tom like anything, and that's the last thing between Tom and Amanda. Tom will escape his home. He will run away, leaving Lara and Amanda, and he would have become a sailor, an adventurous person. When the curtain closes, we can see Lara and Amanda alone, seated on the sofa. So all the 7 scenes has been explained. Then we can talk about the themes. Every now and then I would have told you some themes. Gender role, escapism, illusions and dream, familial responsibility, abandonment and unfulfilled desire. All these characters have some unfulfilled desire in them. Jim, he wanted to become successful but he was not. Amanda, she also had many unfulfilled desires. Lara and Tom. The familial responsibility, when a brother is there, it was his responsibility to give his sister in marriage. In illusions, all these characters were always living the past. They were either reminiscing about the past, or they were like Lara, they were living in a fantasy world like Tom and Lara. Then escapism, all these characters escape into the past or into a memory, a fantasy world. That is escapism. The next, we have themes. I think that's all about themes. And as far as the symbols is concerned, we have Laura's glass menagerie collections as one of the most important symbols. And the glass unicorn, finally, which has lost its horn, is also one of the important symbols. Then the blue roses, the fire escape. Everything has been used as a beautifully used as a symbol by Tennessee Williams. That's all about today's class. I hope you had enough information about the play. Thank you so much.